event in sales, Engin said? In live audience?
For live audience, yeah, for live audience, yeah.
Great.
USA is different, and plus they've been hungry for something like this.
It is now time for your main event.
Nothing big has happened in a while, and it's all the big stars, all the big names is going to be there, all the legends. Engin is he puts so much thought behind everything he does, especially on these events, and like rest of us, we just have to do when he has done most of the thinking. We just have to put it all together, and it's, I think it's the simplest thing. Like he sometimes will think about, he wants all the arm wrestlers from the old age that didn't sometimes get the glory. He wants to push them and show who they were, right? And which is absolutely awesome, right? We forget, like, if you are, most of the fans in arm wrestling are 2 years old, right? They've been in the sport for 2 years, so they don't know history behind 5 years ago, let alone 40. So
yeah.
And there's a lot of people who deserve credit, and I'm also will be happy to meet them and just hang out and see what's there. And I think the whole vibe there should be very, very, very cool. And I'm very excited for many reasons. Matches are awesome in my mind. I love so many of those matches, but I just want to pull, like, all I'm thinking right now is
So let's see your thoughts on some of the matches. I'm very excited to hear your predictions. All the matches are exciting, but we're gonna close it down to the second half of the event that is unbelievably interesting for me. And the first match, let's say, Matt against Lars. What do you think? Who you got?
I don't know. I think Lars. I think Lars has the things that that Matt will not like. And
Think Matt takes his hand?
yeah, I think so. But I think it will not matter. That he might get something, but he might not get his pronator. And I don't know. I think Lars. Just to piss Matt off.
What the fuck?
Paulin against Rustam.
I love them both. Paulin's my guy, and I think this time Paulin, yeah.
Rematch. I mean, there's a lot of rematches, but rematch Todd Hutchings against Evgeny Prudnik.
I would really love if Todd would win. I would really love that Todd would win, but Prudnik is slight favorite. But I think definitely Todd has learned something. Let's see if he can apply it. And I still don't know where Prudnik's hand is, an arm. Yeah.
Dave, do you know in what shape Dave is?
So right now when we're talking, Dave sent me a message. I'm trying to set up a podcast on Thursday or Friday with him, so we'll figure it out.
Okay, that's great.
I think it's very hard to beat Dave. There's few people that can actually just like easily beat Dave, and I would bet on Dave on this one.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah. He's also
you need super heavyweights, and Frank is great, but I think he will lack the side pressure. Yeah.
Michael, Todd, and Kamil. I saw your video with Giannis, but still,
because Kamil is unknown. Kamil will, yeah, I think he's funny, he's dedicated, he loves the sport to the bone. He's an awesome guy. I'm excited to see, and I hope it's the match that I wanted to see with Lars. I hope that's kind of match there is. But Mike is very dedicated. Mike is a professional, and I have to pick Mike as a favorite. Yeah.
But you think it's I don't want to call it important win for Michael, because Kamil is not ranked in the super heavyweight on the right arm in top 10. I mean, so where is Michael if he beats him?
That's a good question. I don't know, but he's definitely a step closer. Yeah, for both of them, we can't figure out where they are. right? I don't think any of if Mike just takes care of him easily, and then you give him Mike another tough match and he does really great, let's set him up versus Levon, or something. That's the future. I would hold on to that. If he can show like dominance, that he continue what he did with Lars, and that was at 115 kilos, there's a possibility for that, because Mike feels different. He looks different. Yeah.
But I think his approach is very good, that he goes it slowly and doesn't chase like the top dogs, still.
No, he
So-
he absolutely should do that, like, because his arm is new arm and he's still testing himself out, right? It's so like, I could pick a match where I would 100% lose, right? I would pull just Engin Terzi again, right?
Jerry and Alex Kurdecha, for me, very interesting match, because Kurdecha will not do what Ermis did. I don't see him doing what Ermis did, like to hook him and like bust him with the side pressure out of the shoulder.
I think he will. I think he will.
Really?
Yeah, Kurdecha is very, very smart, and he has a lot of powers and a lot of strengths, what he does. I think he rewatched that match. I think he talked with Hermes. I don't know. I didn't check this, but I would believe he did. And then he's gonna do the same thing that he did. Will he be able to do it? We'll see.
You don't think he will try to check something to check his press against Jerry's press?
Yes. Yeah, but maybe not press, but going over, right? And Kurdecha is taller and bigger, so for him, the good thing is he can come over very easily, right? Problem is, if you let Jerry set up on your forearm, it's not a good day. So I think there's advantages and disadvantages, and I hope to see a good match. I really hope to see a good match, but it could easily be if I don't see Jerry winning easy. That's what I don't see. I'm sorry, Jerry, but yeah, I can see Alex winning easy. I hope he doesn't. I want to see a good match. I wouldn't see wars and all those, except my match. I'm gonna kill that one.
Man, let's ask you first about your match. What do you think? How is it gonna go every round? Like, talk a little bit about it.
I was thinking maybe I should lose first two and then see what goes on, right? We'll see. I will be he hooks. I'll be very surprised if he will try to top roll. He coming with the shoulder forward and everything else. For me, like, I promised to Hermes one round I'm gonna top roll. I have tried sometimes going for a top roll for round one, and it kind of doesn't work out for me. And I have tried some like catching, it doesn't work out. But if I warmed up, then I can do what I did like in Dobra Water, where I just go where I'm strongest.
Yeah.
So I think I will try to do that and see how that works out. Maybe it will, maybe it doesn't. But right now my arm feels so good that I can switch it up, and I don't think he can. If like, I would be much happier to pull a top roll. I'll tell you honest. I've been working with a lot of top, like with Tooms and Giannis and Raimons, right? I'm very comfortable. I'm not comfortable when someone jumps on my arm. So that's a kind of thing that is a little bit scary to me. But if I stop you, I don't see myself losing. I don't see myself losing. I see myself losing, round, or like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I need to figure you out. I need to understand how to arm wrestle. It doesn't mean much to me, because we're pulling best of 5. So and for a lot of people, I think this is a big pitfall when people they go and they're like, oh, I'm so confident, and they don't like something will happen. And I'm like, I don't care about it. I'm there to figure you out. Like, that's what I do. I try to figure you out, and then I'll do, like with Robbie, round 1, I pull like something weird. I did something like, oh, cool. And then like levels between us, right? So and it's not the first time that I done that. And that's how I feel like. And also I think it was because of my shoulder issue. So when I don't feel confident and I feel like I need to warm up more, and and now it's much better. I think it's more here. I mentally have to be like, I'm ready to go where I'm the strongest and see if he's strong there too.
Man, coming down to the last question. In the main event of the East versus West 14.
John, never ask me stupid questions. John Brzenk. John Brzenk. Is that the question?
That's the question, man.
John Brzenk. Come on, let's go, John. I will never bet against John. Even if I know, like, I've done it in the past, and no. I think everything is stacked in Leonidas' favor, but I really hope John pulls it off. And I'm putting my money on John. If I lose my house on John, I lost my house on John.
Man, I think John will take his wrist. I think John took Irakli's wrist, but of course Irakli attacked him. That's why he took his wrist. Leonidas is not so known to attack in that way, so maybe that could be an interesting factor. But yeah, I'm excited, very excited to see that match.
John Brzenk. Me too. Man,
How do you
it's
see
been
the
an
match
hour.
going? How do you see the match going, man? Let's talk it. Talk a little bit.
I like
How does John win?
John, if John can get him here, stop him, tire him out, it doesn't matter what he does. John will win like this. Maybe Leonidas can press without the wrist or something. I don't think so. Maybe Leonidas impresses and shows us again something new. He's very dedicated and he's a great guy, and I think he's becoming a very good arm wrestler. And the strength is right. It all will come down, but John's back pressure, his pronator, and his wrist used to be so good. Now it's just pronator and back pressure that holds, and he can hold on this position, and that's how I see the match go. If John doesn't take this from the start, he will get here, and then he will wait, and he'll wait, and if he can't, he'll pull him back. Yeah, if it would be, it's best of 5, John. Yeah. I have to bet money with Devon for this one because Devon's betting for Leonidas. I'll be like, no.
And you never know, devonlarratt may have just earned himself a few more pounds.
And don't legalize it.
Man, the only thing I'm scared of is that Leonidas out-endures him, what is not like unbelievable, because he's much.
But it's different things. It's just like,
of course,
John's strength is something very weird. I think again, he's not traveling. He's going to be close to the home.
That's it.
Same humidity zone, right? It's going to be fine. He's going to be probably better than he was before. And last time he won was against Alexei Voivod, right? And I taped his shoulder. I'm going to tape his shoulder again. I'm going to send him a message. We're going to pull another one, and let's tape your shoulder because he pulled much better. He 2 matches, I think, with Petrenko, he had tapes and it helped his shoulder to stabilize it. And then we did it with Voivoda, and he looked awesome there, right? So, like, I know if you don't have a shoulder, the whole arm wrestling goes to shit.